Hey folks, Tim here, FT Lot for the love of trains. Hope everybody enjoyed my last video of my, I guess, run around of the layout. I wanted to try to get that together for a bunch of people who'd been asking me, how big is your layout? So hopefully that gives everybody an indication of what I'm working with down here in my basement. So, but a follow up to that video, I wanted to show you a couple different things. Vinny at BNSF 6951, he built me a structure, and it's actually right over my shoulder here, in case anybody caught that in one of my last videos. But I wanted to show you guys that real quick, and went to a train show here not too long ago, and just show you some of the new purchases I had made. And also my local hobby shop got in a collection of new used stuff, so I was able to acquire some new purchases there as well. So let's get right to it, and I'll show you Vinny's structure. So let's go. Okay, so there is the structure I had him build. It is basically off of his N-scale layout. He has this full-size building, and this is just merely a flat that I had him build for me. So let me pull this off and I'll show you. But it looks really good. Okay, so there it is. It's only about 1.5 inches wide or so. He's got a nice roof on here. I will be putting on some sort of maybe some air conditioner units or something like that, heating, cooling vents or fan, something up there, just to kind of fill in the space. But I liked this because it was a two-tier looking piece, and of course he beefed the heck out of it in the back there. Look at all the extra pieces he's got in here for making it nice and rigid. Does a nice job. And then there's that nice paint that he talks about all the time, his textured paint. It's got the windows in, got them painted up nice. I'll throw on some other stuff maybe on the outside of the building here, and have her sitting up against the back and tie it in somewhere, and it looks real good. So Vinny, good job. I really appreciate it. It looks very nice. Okay, when I was searching on eBay, I found I had these two Dash 840Bs that I've latched together. Those are both Atlas Gold with sound, and then I found this Dash 839B in BC Rail, and I thought, well, I've seen a couple BC Rails come through my area, but I don't have any on my layout. So I thought, why not? Found a good deal on eBay and bought that baby. It's decoder equipped. It does not have sound. Still got to get the railings and stuff on it and get her a little bit dirtied up. But other than that, I thought I'd add a little BC Rail to the layout just for some variety. And when I went into my hobby shop the other day, my my hobby shop lady had a one of these come in on trade. This is an Intermountain ES44 AC, and it does have the good lights, ditch lights and stuff. They're not the dim ones that came out in that first generation. So does not have sound, but I wanted to add that to my Canadian Pacific fleet. Okay, also when I was in there, she was twisting my arm to buy this. No, I'm just kidding. I was struggling on which engine I wanted to buy, that one or this one. This is a Broadway Limited Paragon 2 with sound, SD40-2 in the Canadian National, and I could not decide which one I wanted to buy. So I figured I'll solve that problem and buy them both. Alright, another thing I'm going to do here is on my drop bridge that goes across the entrance to the room here. I went ahead and bought some of these, well, I bought two of these Walthers double track bridges. I had one already, and so I'm going to have triple bridge on that drop bridge section there. So for one, to help in case I have a derailment on it so that the trains don't come crashing down 50, 60 inches to the floor. And also just because I think 3 bridges in a row like that's going to look really cool. So let's see how it goes. Alright, and then another thing that I got at the train show the other day, which I was very excited about, was I've been looking for these articulated auto racks because I do have quite a few auto rack carriers in my arsenal here. I like to run them, and I've just been looking for these for the longest time and have not been able to find them. And I found a guy that had right when I walked in, he had these on his table. And you got to imagine, there was like a partial blizzard going on, so you were crazy to even get to the train show, but you can't stop a nut like me from getting there. And I did, and I was able to pick these out right away. The guy wanted 30 bucks a piece for them, but I ended up talking him to $25 a piece, so I got all 3 of them for 75 bucks, which, like I said, I've looked on eBay before, and each one of these goes for, man, a lot more than 25 bucks a piece. So the 2 bottom ones are Union Pacific, and the top one is just TTX. All right, got these babies out of the box, and whew, I sure like them. Hang on one second. Okay, let me add one of my cars that is a little dirty. That's a comparison here. They're nice. They're heavyweight here. I want to show you the bottoms too. Not that you ever see the bottoms or really care about them, but the detail is really well on these. They've got all the brake lines and just all sorts of nice detail on them. They look sharp. And the accordion in there, that fits in nice, and then you screw that wheel in, and well, I'm pretty happy with these cars. So I've been looking for them for a while, and I'm glad I finally found them. Okay, so there it is. Those were some of the other things that I had been purchasing and trying to get established here with those bridges and things like that that I didn't put in the last layout. Also Vinny's structure he built for me. Thanks again, Vinny. And one other question that I want to answer is the Helix. It's what do we say? It's 61. The inside track is 61.5, and the outside track is 65 inches, and that's the diameters. And there's a little over 4. It's like 4 1/4, 4.5 inch rise between levels. So it comes out to be just over 2% grade. Like I said, that seemed to be the biggest, or the best I could do, because I think I'm going about 17 inches from my bottom level to my top level, something like that. So it seemed to work pretty well, and I can usually run trains through there pretty easily with, for sure, 2 locomotives and sometimes 3, depending on how many cars I have on. So I'll keep working down here and see if I can't get some of those other things built, like those bridges, and get some of these other cars and new purchases on the railroad, and then we'll see where we go from there. So thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and as always, until the next time. I'm out!